What's going on, my Trainer Club? Today we're going to check out the paywall structure for rares and legendaries in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about all the things coming in 2021 at Pokemon Go? I am so excited. But today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the paywall structure. Generally speaking, it may not be precise for every single Pokemon, but this is generally speaking what happens to each and every Pokemon that is rare nowadays. Before we had other things that would come out, and this is kind of a piggyback onto the patience video on Pokemon Go, because I want you guys to not have FOMO about Pokemon and to be patient about Pokemon. So if we know more of the structure of all and how Pokemon Go releases most of their Pokemon, obviously, like I said, there are exceptions, it will help us feel a lot less FOMO and feel okay by playing at our own pace instead of trying to feel like we're pressed into doing something if we really truly don't want to. But if you guys genuinely enjoy the process of playing Pokemon Go, let's say you like to try to raid for the 100% IV Pancham, you like to do a ton of raids in general, you like to shiny hunt in general, and even if you don't get the shiny hunt and you're satisfied with a bunch of candy, XL candy, and Stardust, that is totally cool too. So let's start getting into it. We're gonna break down rares first, and then we'll look at legendary Pokemon. All right, here we go, rare Pokemon. So rare Pokemon are typically released in a couple different fashions, but most of the time they are released either during an event, super rare in the wild, or also in eggs. So when they are released in eggs, they can also be released in raids as well, such as the Pancham. We obviously have 2 of 3 that are relatively paywall structures. So we have paid to hatch more eggs because it's probably going to be rare in eggs, number 1. Think about the Dino. The Dino was super rare in eggs. And then number 2, if it isn't in the wild and it happens to be in raids, then we have another paywall structure there, unless you're just trying to raid to get one. But most of us aren't trying to raid to get one because most of us play Pokemon. We are collectors. And so that's the first step of the paywall. And a lot of us may be thinking, oh my gosh, Gible just came out. Oh my gosh, Pancham just came out. I need a good one. I have to have it. Maybe that is you. Maybe you want to put it in your Master League team for Pangoro, and that's totally cool. As long as you guys are okay with the process and you know what's going on, that's totally cool with you make the decisions of what you're doing. So right now, rare in the wild, in eggs, and potentially in raids before the shiny comes out. And then typically speaking, they'll launch an event that will spawn that Pokemon in the wild at a later date. So we have paywall number 1. Then the paywall will probably come back. Maybe they'll introduce it into 7km eggs, a little bit more common. Then they'll put it into raids again, and they will have it spawning a little bit more common in the wild. This flashes me back to Earth Day. I believe it was like 2018 when Larvitar was spawning during that event. It was a lot more common, and things like the Water Festival where Lapras was a whole lot more common than it initially was when it was introduced. Think about when the game first came out. If you guys were playing that long, Lapras, for me, I wasn't by the water, was like ridiculously rare. I think I went 8 months without even getting one Lapras, and then I hatched one. And then I drove all the way to Miami to be able to catch them by their biome. And then after the event, what are they gonna do? They're gonna make it rare again, obviously. It's not gonna be spawning in the wild, so now we have the rarity and the desire of that Pokemon that was just in our fingertips has now been diminished. It's kind of like this give and take kind of thing, give and take kind of game. So it's completely diminished, and now we have the shiny come out, right? So the shiny is gonna come out. Typically speaking, they will do it either in an event, in eggs again, or it will be in raids. Think about Gible. They did it in eggs. It came out as a 10km egg. It was ultra rare. Everybody was like, what is going on? And so it stayed in eggs. It was like almost impossible to hatch a shiny Gible. And in the wild, they're even more rare. And then what did they do? They put it in a paywall behind raids in Go Fest. So now all of us are like, oh my gosh, the shiny's out. I need the shiny. But remember guys, patience always pays off in Pokemon Go. So if you can, resist the urge to have a sparkly variant of this Pokemon. If you don't want to feel like at some point if a Calm Day comes out, you're upset about it, you hold, you resist the urge, then that event's gonna go away or whatever's happening. Or they'll just leave it in the 10km egg, such as the Gible. It's gonna stay rare. Then the Go Fest, right? Go Fest comes, then it goes into raids, then they go away. Still rare, everybody wants it. They brought Gible back again in raids, still relatively rare in the wild. Then they took it away. And then what did they do? They introduced a community day, and now every single person is gonna have a shiny Gible. So that one is a little bit rare and an exception because they did, I believe, 3 cycles, eggs cycled, Pokemon Go Fest raids cycled to be at rare, raids again recently in the event with the dragon Pokemon, made it rare again, and then now they dropped Comday. So that one in particular, being that it's a really cool Pokemon, Garchomp just got Earth Power. If you guys didn't see the video, you want to check it out up here. Oh man, that was extremely crazy of a time. I couldn't believe when I saw Gibble Comday pop up on Pokemon Go's Instagram, I was like, there's no way, because in my mind, they had paywall that particular Pokemon so many times that I was like, it's almost not even fair to put that into a Comday at this point, but they did. So, virtually what that says to me is that every rare, pseudo-legendary, or rare semi-strong Pokemon that is desirable, Dino even, this year for Go Fest. That's why I'm making this video. I want to set you guys up to make sure that you guys are aware that Dino Shiny has been out. It was in the wild. It was spawning super rare in the event. And then it was also in eggs, super rare. It's still in 12-kilometer eggs, super rare. So if you guys don't want the shiny, or you're looking to potentially wait, because I do believe at some point it will have a Comday, you can do that. And if you do want to wait, that would be one of your options. So what could be happening for Dino, and then I believe they're gonna do the same thing for Axew as well. All these Pokemon that are like super rare, where you're like, gosh, I haven't even found an Axew, or oh man, maybe I got one Axew, or maybe I have 5. Like, how do you even trade those Axews? Like, I'm saving them for rare lucky trades right now because they're that rare. We'll eventually hit eggs in raids. We'll eventually probably come through maybe a field research task in an event, and then they're gonna be in the raids again. They're gonna make them rare, and then at some point they're gonna give it an exclusive move for a Comday, and every single Pokemon person playing will get that, because those Pokemon, being that they've been so rare and paywalled, draw a massive desire into the game, such as the Gibble Comday. Everybody out there that did not get a shiny Gibble is like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. I finally have the ability to get my shiny Gibble, whether I played hard for it or not. So that's the basic cycle for rare Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So just so that we're all aware of that, now you can make your decision educatedly if you want to use my method of patience pays off in Pokemon Go, which is then gonna lead us into legendary raids, and how do they typically fashion legendary raids behind it? Because raids in general are paywalled, unless you're just doing one a day, or you're following my 18,000 coins per year of video, which you guys can check out here because it does help out. You can stack up, but if you want to unlimitedly play Pokemon Go, you are spending money to do raids. So here is going to be the typical fashion. Like I said, there's always a curveball that can come about from Pokemon Go. We know this. But generally speaking, here's how it goes. I'm gonna give Xerneas for an example. Xerneas, Pokemon Go's debut. Here is the Pokemon, no shiny, no exclusive moves. Those are gonna be the 2 add-ons typically that you're gonna give to these Pokemon. New moves and shiny. So Pokemon comes out, it is out, Xerneas out for 2 weeks, now it's gone, you can't get it until the next time it comes back. The next time it comes back, it could either be back again, just to be back again, and then it could go away. Think about Giratina Origin Form. They had it out, brought it back, had it out, brought it back, then released the shiny, right? And then they could always bring that back and then drop it again, shiny and exclusive raid move. So there are a bunch of different paywalls in there, because when the Pokemon first comes out, you're like, ooh, now that the XL candy is out, if you're above level 40, you're like, okay, I need 296 candy because this Pokemon's really good and I want to max it out. Awesome. Then what's gonna happen is maybe you spend it on that Pokemon. So you played and raided for this Pokemon, you maxed out your good IV if you did, but remember, patience pays off. Then they're gonna come back around, probably launch that Pokemon again if it's super in demand, because they know that they can get people to play for it. Then they're gonna pull it back. Now, how do you get more people to wanna raid that Pokemon again? Bing, here comes the shiny. Shiny comes into the game, and now you have shiny Xerneas into the game. I want that shiny. I'm playing hard for it. I want to get the shiny, right? So now this is the 3rd time the paywall has been in. Then they're going to pull it back, and then maybe they're going to bring back shiny Xerneas with the moveset of Charm. So either now you have another paywalled option in here. You can either raid for it and get it, then lucky trade it if it's not a good IV, or number 3, you can use another paywall, which is going to be an elite TM to get that particular move. So if we think about it and we relate it to the shiny Mewtwo, regular Mewtwo comes out, which was crazy. EX raids, you had to really grind in raids to be able to get into the raids. Then you had Mewtwo come out Then we have Mewtwo Psystrike and Mewtwo Shiny, and then Shiny Mewtwo Psystrike that came out. So that is a bunch of different times, and it has come back multiple times during the time frame. So think about that as to how it could go in the future. But there's only certain Pokemon that hold actually that much weight that could truly be that desired, and putting Psystrike on a Shiny Mewtwo is one of the ways to do so. So guys, if you don't want to do the paywall, you don't want to participate in the system, do know that patience pays. If you want to see the video, check it out up here, because I really want to make sure you guys take Pokemon Go and play it to exactly the way that you want to play it, and not fear of missing out, which then drives you to do something. And then when the game starts to unveil the regular ways that it does release Pokemon, then it makes you feel bad for doing something because you were driven by fear of missing out from the first place instead of desire to do it on your own accord. So that's gonna do it, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know which way you guys are going to play in the comments below. Are you gonna be patient, or are you going to keep staying after it because you enjoy the process? So thank you guys for being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and rating all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.